Hello, this is Jess, and this is chat session number 89, January 28th, 2018, Sunday. And we're going to go right into the tidbits of history. 1986, at 11:38 a.m., the Space Shuttle Challenger lifts off from Cape Canaveral, Florida, and Christian McAuliffe is on her way to becoming the first civilian to travel into space. She had won a contest from her that she entered to see who could be on the 7-member crew going up in space, and she won. After 6 days of delays, the Challenger finally lifted off. 73 seconds later, the shuttle broke up into a plume of smoke. There were no survivors. President Reagan appointed a special commission, and it was reported that one second here. Oh, yeah, it was reported that the explosion was due to a faulty O-ring in one of the two solid fuel rocket boosters. There was a lot of controversy, a lot of conspiracy about what happened, but regardless, not one more space shuttle flew for the next 2 years, and then of course we got back on track, and other things have gone on, but the space exploration continued. I saw the whole thing live on TV, and there was some kind of distortion in the camera background, the footage that they were showing of the space shuttle in the air, and if I'm not mistaken, they actually changed that footage when they started showing it later that day. They changed they edited the anomaly, or whatever you want to call it. At least that's what I thought I saw. And it just so happens that a pulse weapon was supposedly being tested during that time, and I'm not fully convinced that that's not what happened. That the pulse weapon went out and the shuttle was crossing the path at the same time the pulse weapon was being tested, and it shattered the shuttle in midair. That's just my opinion, because if you plan something and you do all the tests, yeah, things can happen. But just think of the expertise that was involved on making sure that those O-rings were safe. I mean, they had to come up with something, but I just feel that there was some other activity going on in the atmosphere at that time. Just my opinion. Alright, now we're going to go to 1855. The Panama Railway Company carried thousands of unruly miners to California via the dense jungle of Central America, dispatching its first train across the Isthmus of Panama. The project was started by New York financiers, and the track was laid through the Panamanian jungle starting around 1850. It became the fastest way to travel to California from Central America. The first train departed from the Atlantic side and made it to the Pacific side on this day in history. The rail boom in Panama ended when the U.S. finished the first transcontinental railroad in 1869, eliminated the need for boat ride. They could ride up all the way and connect to the railroad and go to the east or west in the Pacific or the Atlantic. So yeah, but they remained busy up until the Panama Canal was opened in 1914. So, all right, that's the tidbits of history, 1855 and 1986. had 2 relaxing days off from work, and I guess I go back tomorrow night. And then they start announcing that we're dropping our night shift and going to be shuffled around in the day shift somewhere in the plant. Just got used to working nights. I don't have a problem with it, but it just takes time to adjust to stuff. And now all of a sudden here we go back to days. So good and bad things about that. The nighttime was more relaxed, no bosses watching over your shoulder every move you make while you're working, etc., etc. But what do you do? Hoping some other things are going to open up in the area of my finances soon. We'll just keep plugging away with all the things we're doing in life right now, and hopefully one of those avenues will open. Excuse me, got a little itch right there. Huh. Alright, so I'd like to do a little shouting out to Charlie and Linda, Joel and Lavinia, Norman, and Daniel Wilson, and Daniel Mays, and appreciate all the stuff that we've been through together over time, and also to Israel and my daughter Alex, and of course Aiden, and of course Roxy, of course Erica and Scott, and of course Anita. So anyway, I could go on and on. Have a lot of, and Jeremy Lynn Woodall, Neil Woodall, and Darren Real. I mean, I could just keep going on. Ricky Bobby, you know, just keep going on and naming names, but that's not essentially what it's about. But I can do it because I want to, and I just felt like doing it just now. So that was that. I guess I'm going to be going back to the oncologist for some more tests. Not looking forward to that stuff, but I'll do what they want me to do, I guess. At least at this point. Probably make some calls Monday to start making appointments for that. So, what do you do? Just pushing 11:45, 11:50 p.m. This video has to be finished before midnight. Like I said, I was off, so I stayed up all night and just rested all day and did nothing. Not the best way to spend a day off, but it was relaxing enough after 14 days of working straight. I was tired, so that's what I did. So we're going to probably just phase this chat session out, chat session number 89. I've enjoyed doing these each day, talking about nothing, talking about something. Who knows? Every one of them has been different. My place in life is different each video. So we'll call it a chat session complete. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? Did not see one play of the Pro Bowl. Didn't watch really any TV throughout the day. Just, like I said, lounged around and enjoyed the relaxation. Have a great late Sunday evening.